Hey guys, so excited to be with you here this morning, coming straight from the MacBook. So let me know that you can hear me okay once you get in. These these past couple of weeks have really been exciting for me. This whole summer, actually, being able to take the vacations that I've been able to take and things like that. Let me wipe off my camera, my thing here. Okay, I think I'm a little bit clearer now. Um, but the time that I've been able to spend working on my business and also taking the time off that I need to take the time off for to just enjoy life is so important to me. It's so valuable to me to be able to live the life that I want to live. And the thing about that is that each and every one of you can do the same thing. I know that so many people, they tune into my YouTube channel. They tune into a lot of different voiceover coaches YouTube channels to get the tips and the tricks in order to really discover the things that they need to know in order to build the voiceover business that they're trying to build. And I know that, look, I know sometimes it can be extremely frustrating. I know that sometimes, it could be like, what the heck is going on? What am I doing? Why am I not getting enough clients? I paid for this book, I paid for that course, I paid for it's like, and you're wondering, and you're wondering, and you're wondering what it is that you're doing wrong. You're wondering why things aren't happening the way that you want them to happen as quick as you want them to happen. Let's just be quite honest here. You're looking for the results. And that's what all of us are looking for. We're looking for the results. As I coach people every single day, basically, at this point in my life, I'm coaching someone or a group of people every single day. And what I've really been tuning into is kind of like the white space, the things that people aren't saying, that I feel like they ought to be addressing or taking a look at. One of the questions that I've gotten all the time is, like, what's the best DAW? And, what's the best DAW to use? And I consistently say the one that is the best DAW to use. And so here's the thing, and the reason for the whole title of this YouTube live stream, it doesn't matter. I don't care who your coach is. I don't care what you're being taught. There's value in the coach that you select. And what I want you to understand, this is one thing I want you to firmly understand, is that you have complete control over what's going on. So what do I mean by this? Whoever the coach is that you selected to follow, that was your choice. There was something in you that said, good morning, Andrea, that said, I should follow this person. If you bought their course, there was something in you that said, I should pay for this course. There's something in you that said, this thing, this person, this course is going to give me value. You made that decision. You had complete control over that decision. And you made it or you didn't make it for whatever reason. But once you make the decision that you're going to start, really building your voiceover business, and if you understand that, if you're one of the people that understands that they need coaching, and whoever the coach is you select, it does not matter to me. It does not matter. I don't care if I'm your mentor or coach. I don't care who is, right? You can list all the names. The success or failure that you have in that course is there. I should say the success is there. Well, the failure is there too, because it's completely up to you and it's your decision. It is completely up to you as well if you succeed. Completely up to you if you succeed. The reason that I say it doesn't matter what coach you choose is because it really doesn't, because this comes down to you and what you're really willing to put into the whole thing. But there are certain things that have got to be gotten over, for lack of a better term. If you don't have business acumen, then you need to get it. If you don't have belief in yourself and your abilities, you need to get it. If you are not firmly in the mindset of I'm going to succeed, you need to get there. because the course or the mentor or whatever doesn't matter as much as you do. It does not matter as much as you do. Is anybody getting what I'm saying? Am I just speaking in the thin air? I know people are watching me. So what I've discovered over the years that I've been doing this, it does not matter the form, or it's kind of like someone that wants to take martial arts. Many of you probably don't know I'm a martial artist. Um, what's the best martial art to take? The one that you intimately know. And I remember one of the things that my sensei said to me when I received my black belt. Um, the martial art I know is called Ninpo, Ninpo. It's traditional Japanese martial art of the ninja. And when I got my black belt, he said, "Okay, now I can teach you martial arts because I learned all the basics." So it's like he said that, and it kind of struck me. What do you mean now? I've been learning martial arts for the past 3 years or whenever that was. It's like, you know, but one of the things that my martial arts instructor told me too was I'll never forget taking a test. I forget what belt I was going for at that point, but I failed that test. And he's like, "You got too much in your mind right now. There's too much going on. We're not going to complete this. Something's going on. There's too much." And he said, "In the forms that you're doing, you don't own them yet." And what he meant by that was it hadn't become a part of who I was. It hadn't become a part of me. It was more than just going through the motions of a kata or something it was more than just going, it is more than just going through the motions. This has to become a part of you. And all this building of a voiceover business, and you've got this coach over here saying I'm the best, and this one I'm the best, I'm saying I'm the best, right? So it's like people are trying to convince you to come and work with them to build your dream. And I want you to understand something, that it is not their dream, it is yours, and it is your responsibility to build it. It's your responsibility to make it right. I have a coach, and there are things, quite honestly, my coach says to me, I don't agree with. I know that's not my path. I know that that's not the direction I want to take. And you have to know that about yourself too, because if you follow someone blindly, I don't care if it's me or anyone else, they're going to put you in a box. They're going to put you on a path that may not even resemble what it is that you want to do. But because that person that you've put in authority tells you something, now you feel like you have to do it. Well, the one thing I know above and beyond anything else that I know is that you are completely responsible for your life. You are completely responsible for your success or failure. And again, it does not matter the course, the mentor, the teacher, whatever that you decide to follow. If you do not get yourself right mentally and spiritually, I don't care who that person is, they can't make you get there. You've got to get there on your own. You've got to know that there's a path that you need to follow, spiritual or otherwise, that is going to get you to where it is that you need to be. It is not the coach's or the mentor's responsibility to make you successful. It's yours. It's yours. Just like when I was talking about my martial arts teacher, he can show me the moves. He can show me, excuse me, show me how I'm supposed to hold the katana. He can show me how I'm supposed to hold the staff. He can show me how I'm supposed to stand. But if I don't get it, it's not his fault. If I don't get it, where's the onus on what it is that you are trying to build? Because you are more responsible than anyone else. I'm not sure why I'm preaching this morning that much, because I have nothing to ask of you, but I'm just trying to give to you some insights that I have. Where is your power? You've got to own that power. And if there's something that you don't know, ask, and it shall be given. If there's some concept you don't understand, ask your coach, ask your mentor. You know, the responsibility is yours. And here's a good indicator. If you've been with and taken courses from more than one coach and you've moved on to the next, you probably messed up. because you never put in what you should have put in from the first coach. You either didn't execute flawlessly, you didn't execute all the way out, you half-assed it, something. So if you're on your second, third, fourth round of trying to take someone's course or buy someone's book or do this or do that, what about all the information you've already gotten? Whether you paid for it or it was free, doesn't matter. What have you executed on that has made a difference? Think about that and start owning the fact that you are creating your future, whether good or bad. You're creating it. I'm going to open this up for questions now because I think I've said everything that I had to say for this particular broadcast. But if anyone has any questions of me that they would like to ask, I'll hang out here for another few minutes. Instead of typing out a long question, just type in Earl, I've got a question and hit enter. Then I'll know you've got something coming because your question might be a little bit long for you to type, but at least I'll know it's coming and I don't just end the broadcast before I've been able to answer your question. So if anyone has a question, just type in the comments or the chat section, I've got a question, and then I'll know there's more coming later because you've got to go back and type that question. Lamar, thank you so much. I appreciate that comment. It was time and it was needed for me to come back. The space. Okay, great. Andrea has a question. That's going to be great. So I'm going to wait for Andrea's question to pop up. But I know that I talk about things that most people in the coaching space don't talk about. I come from a spiritual perspective. I come from a knowing that inside of each and every one of us, there's a voice, there's a God that is going to let us know exactly what it is that we need to do if we're able to hear that voice and understand that voice. See, so many times we look outside of ourselves for answers when the answers are already inside. We just need to listen. Lamar says, you said that if you do a demo, do it raw first. I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, you said that if you do a demo, do it raw first. I'm not sure what you're asking. But everything that you do in recording is raw first because you're just laying down your voice track. So it is raw, and then you have to go back and process it. If I send it to you, Lamar, you're not one of my clients, I don't believe. I do that stuff as far as listening to demos for clients because you have no idea how many people send me emails in a day asking that same question. Can you listen to my demo? And if that is what you're asking, I'm thinking that's what you're asking. But I do that for clients only. I get a ton of requests every day for a lot of different things that I basically have to say no to because I don't actually have the time to do that. But for clients, it's wide open. And I guess Andrea is still typing out her question. And anyone else, if you've got a question, just type in immediately, I've got a question, and I'll hang out here. All right, so Andrea says, how does someone really go about making it theirs? I know it's primarily an inside job, but what do you do? Okay, that's the crux of the question is, what do I do? All right, so the way that I do everything it is, as far as I can attribute every last bit of my success to my meditation practice, not my strategy. My strategies come from my meditative practice, not my marketing plan or business plan. My marketing plan and business plan comes from my meditation practice. In meditation, I'm able to block out the noise and I'm able to stop. I don't pay a lot of attention to a lot of things that go on YouTube. I don't watch, any other coaches. I just don't, because I don't want that to filter into what I say. So I don't listen to any, I don't watch, I don't subscribe to any other coaches because I don't want their philosophies to filter into mine. And that happens subconsciously. So that's why I don't do it. So what I do to develop the success that I've developed is, I have a meditation practice. It's anywhere from an hour and a half to 3 hours every day that meditate. If I need it, there's some days that I don't meditate because I'm good, but I know if I'm not quite right, I know I need to push back in. And so it's at least an hour and a half to 3 hours on those days that I meditate. there are plenty of people that are going to watch this video and say, bull crap, that's not what he does, or I don't have that amount of time. It's whatever you want to say. This is just the truth. This is how I've succeeded. And it is the only thing that makes a difference, because I'm able to hear directly from God. I'm able to hear directly from source what it is that I'm to do. Okay, Andrea says, oh, you got me snapping my fingers about that answer. I believe you. Do you do 3 hours consecutively? If I do 3 hours, it's because I need it. Like, here's the thing about meditation, and this might be a secret to many of you. There's a purpose to my meditation. There's an intention to it. And so if I've got to change my frame of mind, let's just say I'm having a bad day. Okay. So I'm not going to get up from meditation in the same mental state that I was in. I'm not going to allow myself to do that. I will get up when I've changed. My energy has changed in everything. That's when I know I'm done, not before. All right. Miss Lindsay. Hello, it's T Voice, Tanya, like Tanya here. Great words, Earl. I found you through divine connection. Yes, you did. I have to agree. You've been here and I've been here, but I only connected with you now. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm definitely glad you're here. Because I'm here to serve and give as much as I can give, to help. But it's funny, the things that people want from me, like how to do a demo or how to do voiceover or how to whatever, voiceover, they ask those questions constantly, but they tune out the exact thing that I say that has been the reason for my success. They tune that out. They think it's a process or a procedure, and it's not. It's you. And once you change you, those processes and procedures will come. Many of you don't believe that. That's fine. But ask yourself this question: what you've been doing over the past year, 2, 3 years, how's that been working for you? Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes, I meditate 1.5 to 3 hours straight. Normally, if I do meditate, it's about 1.5 hours. If I really got to get something going, it's 3 hours. And what I do is a sitting meditation, and that usually lasts 1.5 hours. And then if I need more, I do a walking meditation, which is another 1.5 hours that I do, because that walking meditation is one of those things that really gets me going. Andrea saying, all this is golden, just what I needed to hear. Thank you. You're more than welcome, Andrea. You all right, man? You look tired. My eyes are red because I was just outside in a lot of grass and stuff, so I was wiping my eyes. So I'm actually not tired. I'm extremely energized, but I think my eyes are red because of that. But no, not tired at all. Today's going to be a long day, and I've got a lot of energy to get through it. But thank you for asking. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me for the past 20 minutes on this broadcast. More questions. During meditation, do you focus on one thing or clearing the mind totally? It depends on what I'm going for. Most of the time, I have an intention where I'm creating my future in meditation. I'm creating the future that I want to create. That is mostly my intention. When I clear my mind, it's because at that point, what I'm trying to do is connect to God. And there's nothing I want to say or do, but all I want to do is hear. So those are the two different things that I do. Mr. Hall, during meditation, do you focus on? Okay. From Kevin, Mr. Hall, do you still work with those just starting out from pretty much zero experience? I saw on your website that you work more with artists that have already gotten their business going. Here's who I work with, Kevin. Yes, I will work with people that are at the beginning of their career, but if you set up an appointment with me, here's the thing. The first thing I'm going to ask you is one of the things I'm going to ask you, what's your priority here? Are you looking to get started in 3 months, a year? What's the priority? If you're not looking to get started today, it's almost like a waste of both of our time because you're not ready to move forward. And so I'm going to be telling you a bunch of things that won't matter because you're going to forget them and you're not probably going to do them anyway. So I talk to those people that are ready to take action now. So the best type of person to actually contact me is someone that already has their gear. They know this is what they want to do. It doesn't matter if you've had voiceover work before, but at least have the gear. Because if you don't have the gear, what are we talking about? What is the conversation going to consist of? I can't move you forward until you've made that firm decision. Voiceover is what I'm doing. So the looky loos, really not that important for them to contact me. Or I'm just wondering what it's going to be like to get into voiceover. Not really a good idea to contact me because I'm going to let you know really quickly this conversation should happen when you're ready. And right now you're not. So I hope that answers your question, Kevin. Let's see. Thank you so much, Ado. Let's see here. Sweet Death Entertainment. All right. Hey, Earl, it's Ray B adding to what you just said. You can't do today's job with yesterday's methods, and be in business tomorrow always looks to better oneself. Absolutely. Miss Lindsay says she understands. Thank you so much. Kevin Hamilton, thank you for that. I'm working on getting my gear together now. Awesome. All right, guys, I'm going to tip out. I've got some coaching calls coming up in about 30 minutes. So I want to I haven't had my cup of coffee yet this morning either. So I'm going to go grab me a cup of coffee. There's some links in the description, probably, if you want to check those out. That'll give you some more information. And I love you guys so much. And I hope you have a great week. And I'll see you back here on Thursday. You take care. Bye now.